Hey people, hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Makeda Valletta, also known as the Renaissance Amazon and the Body Scientist, and Queen Lioness. I'm live right now on my IG page, my backup IG page, because I still can't go live on my main IG page, which is the Renaissance Amazon 81. I'm going to save this and repost it to my YouTube. Hold on, I can't see, I'm blind. Let me see. Oh, okay. Hello, people. It's going to be a quick video. So I'm going to save this to my YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you don't follow me on IG, be sure to follow me on IG because I post a lot more stuff on IG than I post on YouTube. And if you're on IG and you don't follow me on YouTube, be sure to follow me there as well. Okay? I'll put the links below. So I just wanted to do a quick video. In case you're unfamiliar with me and my background, I have a background in exercise and sports science, nutrition science, high performance is my focus. I've dedicated my life to figuring out all the ways we can take our body to its highest level. I'm also a dancer, which is my art form, so I can say I'm an artist too. I have a very scientific mind. I love anthropology. I'm a critical thinker, okay? And that's a summation of who I am. Also a sacred sexual educator, okay? So with that being said, I hear a lot of people constantly making these analogies about life, and they'll say like it's not a marathon. I mean, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. But this is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? And that statement is kind of irritating me sometimes and very much untrue. I think life is more like a team sport, okay? And there's a variety of team sports that work in different ways. But when you play team sports, sometimes you get put on teams with people that you may not want to be in a team with that person. You might be on a team with somebody who's not doing their share and you have to pick up their slack. You might be on a team, like what the people in your team do affects you. Track and field is like an individual sport, but it's also a team sport because in track and field you individually can win things, but then what the total amount of points that the team has in a meet also matters, right? So then you have that kind of team sport, which I played basketball growing up and softball, and so to me when I ran track, it didn't feel like a team sport to me. Coming out of basketball where you're really close to your teammates and you really want to see each other win, it's like a little bit different with track, but it's still a team sport kind of. But it's a different mindset and different way that things work, right? And when you play a team sport, you have the off season. You got your preseason, you have in season, you have championships where you really have to get your mind in the game and perform at your highest level. You have moments in the game, like when you're running a marathon, you're running at a moderate pace continuously. You're not worried about agility. You're not worried about changing directions. You're not worried about power. You're not worried about running plays. You're not worried about, like what the people next to you are doing doesn't affect you unless they're just running faster than you or something. You know what I'm saying? But there's no like think fast moments really. When you're playing, team sports, and especially power-oriented team sports, but most team sports are either power or a mixture of endurance and power like soccer. There's so many moments where you have to think quick. Think quick under pressure. There are times in life, there are times in life when I feel like the rug was pulled from underneath me. And I had to dip and move, and I felt like, because I always say all cats are my totem, right? So I'm like, if I wasn't a human, I'd be a cat, trust me, okay? I'm like a cat in so many ways, but all cats are interesting. They all have different medicine. They all have different things about them. But the one thing about them is that they're fast, powerful, graceful. They always land on their feet, And there are times when you got to go fast. You got to put some pep in your step and go from stagnant to out. There are times when you have to move with grace and silence. You know what I'm saying? And there are times that things happen and you got to be able to move fast, think fast, have some agility, switch things up, and be calm at the same time and attack the shit. You don't do that in a marathon, right? So while there may be some things in life that is, maybe akin to a marathon, I think that a lot of life is more akin to a team sport, a power sport. And especially, you know, when we go, because there are power sports where you need endurance, like basketball. Basketball and soccer, they're both a mixture of anaerobic. I'm not going to get too much into my nerdy science stuff right now. I do that on my other page, The Body Scientist. But you have anaerobic activity, which is without oxygen, which is power, speed, strength type stuff. And then you have aerobic activity, which is with oxygen. And it's a low intensity, low to moderate intensity continuously, right? And so a sport like, and then with the anaerobic power stuff is out of stopping and starting, short bursts of speed, stop, throwing as fast as you can and stopping, run as fast as you can and stop. You know what I'm saying? Jump as fast as you can. Like, so you have that with basketball and soccer, you have that mixture of aerobic and anaerobic. Soccer is a little bit more aerobic than basketball, and basketball is a little bit more anaerobic than soccer, but they're both in that category. So you can have, also boxing. Boxing is a mixture of aerobic endurance and anaerobic power, right? But you don't get that in a in a marathon. In life, there are times in life when you gotta get with your shit and have some power, strength, and explosiveness about you. Then there's rest periods, you know? So I just wanted to say that. That was just something I was thinking about, because like even the having the mindset of an athlete is, sorry, that's my speaker. Having the mindset of an athlete really helps me to get through a lot of things, okay? No matter how tough things get, no matter how much it seems like the odds may be against me, just always letting myself have a defeatist mindset, right? Because the last thing you want to do as an athlete is you could be down and you start giving up because you're like, we're not going to win. So now you start playing subpar. You never want to do that. You always want to keep your head in the game, your heart in the game, do your very best, stay calm, work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be able to block out the distractions and not let it trip you up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you train. Make sure you're able to execute, because training is one thing, but can you execute under pressure? Working on, your mind, like all of that. So all of that with, the mindset of an athlete is what I bring into my life to help me just cope and deal with the things, right? Right? So, and there are times when people have a lot of stuff happening at once. Like, again, it feels like the ground was pulled from underneath you, and you got to think quick. You got to move quick. At that moment, it's not a marathon. It's a sprint. At that moment, it's not a marathon. It's a football play. At that moment, it's not a marathon. You're in the basketball court. I'm just saying. So anyhow, I'm going to end it with that because I got to go do some things. I just wanted to share my 2 cents on that real quick. Let me know your thoughts. And again, if you're following me on YouTube and you don't follow me on IG, be sure to follow me. If you're on IG, you don't follow me on YouTube, be sure to follow me. And be sure to follow both of my IG pages, because right now I'm on my backup page because my main page, they won't let me go live. But anyway, have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.